It's not by chance that you're reading There's a Reason You're Here. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Trust the timing of your life and know that you're being led to where you're meant to be. Heaven has brought you here for a reason to give you confirmation, clarity, and awakening. If you've been having unusual dreams, strong visions, or spiritual messages while sleeping, this is your moment to understand. You've been sensing that something deeper is happening, and you're right. This is a spiritual calling. If your dreams have been intense, symbolic, or feel supernatural, it might be a sign that you are one of the 144,000. Not everyone will understand or feel this, but if something inside you knows that something powerful is happening, you're not alone. You are part of something ancient, divine, and chose. Before we go any further, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. This isn't just regular content. It's a message for those who are waking up to their true identity. If this message speaks to your spirit, type 77 in the comments. That number is not random. It's a spiritual sign, a way to show you're in alignment and ready to walk in your divine purpose. Not everyone will understand this message, and that's okay. It's meant for those who feel a deep connection. If you stay with this message until the end, you'll gain clarity, remember who you are on a soul level, and feel spiritually aligned. This message is more than words. It's a spiritual activation. Every time you hear it, it can reveal more, confirm more, and guide you deeper into your purpose. Watch this as many times as you feel guided to. Sometimes, a dream that didn't make sense before becomes clear when you finally hear the truth you've been searching for. Let's go deeper. Chapter 1. The Dreams That Don't Feel Like Dreams. Chosen one, this isn't your imagination and you're not losing your mind. You've been having dreams that feel more real than your waking life. In these dreams, you walk through places you can't fully explain. You see ancient cities. You're given scrolls with strange symbols. You hear voices calling your name, as if you've been known for a long time. You often wake up feeling emotional, breathless, or shaken, not because these dreams are just images, but because your soul remembers something your mind is just starting to understand. These dreams are not random or meaningless. They are not just your brain being active at night. They are spiritual experiences, messages from heaven, filled with deep meaning and purpose. These messages aren't just for entertainment. They're reminders. The truth is, your spirit has been to these places before. Your mission is very old. Your dreams are memories of that mission coming back to you. Maybe you've dreamed of battles, fighting dark forces you can't imagine. Maybe you've seen yourself in front of large groups leading, healing, or teaching with words that don't feel like your own. Maybe you've been taken to mountains, temples, or heavenly courts, where beings of light surrounded you. In those moments, you felt sure of yourself, like you've been there before. That feeling of knowing isn't a coincidence. You are part of a special group called the 144,000 from the Book of Revelation. You are chosen, prepared, and awakened for this time. Your dreams confirm this. God teaches you at night. He shows you your purpose in a way your spirit understands. These dreams come in waves. Sometimes you won't have any for weeks. Then suddenly you have a very clear dream that makes you wake up crying or praying. This is God's perfect timing. The Holy Spirit is waking you up step by step. Your training happens in the spiritual world, not the physical. So don't ignore these dreams. Don't think they are random. Write down what you see, hear, and feel. What seems like symbols now will later become prophecies. When everything starts to make sense, you'll see you have been prepared all along. You're not just dreaming, you're remembering. And what you're remembering is your true mission, a holy task in a human body, now waking up through your spirit. You are being called, not only here in this world, but in places beyond it. Welcome to your remembering, chosen one. Heaven has been waiting for you to wake up. Chapter 1. The Dreams That Don't Feel Like Dreams. Chosen one, this isn't your imagination and you're not losing your mind. You've been having dreams that feel more real than your waking life. In these dreams, you walk through places you can't fully explain. You see ancient cities. You're given scrolls with strange symbols. You hear voices calling your name, as if you've been known for a long time. You often wake up feeling emotional, breathless, or shaken, not because these dreams are just images, but because your soul remembers something your mind is just starting to understand. These dreams are not random or meaningless. They are not just your brain being active at night. They are spiritual experiences, messages from heaven, filled with deep meaning and purpose. These messages aren't just for entertainment, they're reminders. The truth is, your spirit has been to these places before. Your mission is very old. Your dreams are memories of that mission coming back to you. Maybe you've dreamed of battles, fighting dark forces you can't imagine. Maybe you've seen yourself in front of large groups leading, healing, or teaching with words that don't feel like your own. Maybe you've been taken to mountains, temples, or heavenly courts, where beings of light surrounded you. In those moments, you felt sure of yourself, like you've been there before. That feeling of knowing isn't a coincidence. You are part of a special group called the 144,000 from the Book of Revelation. You are chosen, prepared, and awakened for this time. Your dreams confirm this. God teaches you at night. He shows you your purpose in a way your spirit understands. These dreams come in waves. Sometimes you won't have any for weeks. Then suddenly you have a very clear dream that makes you wake up crying or praying. This is God's perfect timing. The Holy Spirit is waking you up step by step. Your training happens in the spiritual world, not the physical. So don't ignore these dreams. Don't think they are random. Write down what you see, hear, and feel. What seems like symbols now will later become prophecies. When everything starts to make sense, you'll see you have been prepared all along. You're not just dreaming, you're remembering. And what you're remembering is your true mission, a holy task in a human body, now waking up through your spirit. You are being called, not only here in this world, but in places beyond it. Welcome to your remembering, chosen one. Heaven has been waiting for you to wake up. Chapter 2, The Calling You Can't Unsee. Chosen one, there comes a time in every awakening soul's journey when the calling becomes too clear to ignore. It becomes too loud to silence, too important to forget. For you, it may have started in small ways, seeing the same number over and over, having strange dreams, or hearing your name while sleeping. But it didn't feel like a person, it felt like something greater. That's because it was heaven calling. The 144,000 are not just a random group. God chose them for a special purpose before the world began. When the time is right, each one starts to remember who they are. This remembering doesn't just come through visions or feelings. It comes through clear signs like dreams, numbers, and a strong inner sense that help them wake up to their mission. If you've dreamed of the number 144, that's not a mistake. If you keep seeing the number 12, which means divine order, or the number 7, in strange places or on clocks, that's not just a coincidence. It's a message from heaven. God uses signs, dreams, and everyday life to help you remember who you really are. Many chosen people dream of old temples and books with names inside. They see a hand pointing to one name, yours. They dream of scrolls with fiery writing and hear voices saying it's time. They see themselves wearing white clothes, receiving crowns or staffs, and standing on mountains with many people behind them. When they wake up, they feel both urgent and peaceful. These dreams don't go away. They stay with you because they are real. This is not just imagination. It is a message and a call to action. God is waking you up not just to your own path, but to who you are in heaven. You were sent to this world not to fit in, but to help change it. You are here now for a reason. You were born to be a light in darkness, a voice in silence, a healer of broken things, and someone who carries God's power in a world that has lost its way. This is why the enemy tried to silence you early, why life struck you with trauma before you even knew how to defend yourself. Because even before you discovered your true identity, the enemy already knew. He understood that the moment you began to remember who you are, everything around you would begin to shift. That deep stirring within you, that undeniable sense that you were made for more, is not just a dream. It's not your imagination. It's a frequency. The ancient resonance of the 144,000 is echoing in your spirit, calling you to rise. You were born to stand in the sacred space between heaven and earth. So yes, chosen one, you keep seeing the signs because heaven is still speaking. You keep dreaming the dreams because your soul is still listening. You feel the pull because God is still calling you deeper. Even if the world doesn't understand, you do, because you've seen too much, felt too deeply, heard the voice, and dreamed the dreams. And now that you've heard the call, you can't unheard it. You've been chosen. You've been marked. You've been called to something eternal. So when you dream again, when you see the scroll, the light, the names, the numbers, don't dismiss it. Don't minimize it. Don't brush it off as coincidence. It's confirmation. The battlefield in your sleep. You are the chosen one. The battles you fight in your sleep are not just dreams. They are real, spiritual, and important. When your body rests, your spirit wakes up. What others see as dreams are, for you, battlegrounds of destiny. You've seen yourself in strange places that don't look like Earth. Dark lands, other worlds, cities of light or shadow. You've run through darkness carrying the truth like a torch. You've spoken words that change the atmosphere. You've cast out dark forces. You've protected people you don't even know in real life. Just by being there, you've broken chains. Sometimes, you've even flown. You often wake up feeling tired even after a full night's sleep because your spirit has been fighting. Here's the truth. You were born for this. You weren't chosen to watch from the sidelines. You were chosen to face the darkness. Even in the unseen realms, the 144,000 are not passive saints. They are elite spiritual warriors, intercessors, chain breakers, and carriers of divine authority. The battleground is not always physical, it is spiritual first. While others sleep peacefully, God has been training you. You've been given spiritual assignments in the night. Maybe you've had dreams of being chased by darkness, only to realize you were the light it feared. Or maybe you stood firm while everything around you tried to make you afraid. And yet, you didn't move. That wasn't a nightmare. That was spiritual strength being built. Sometimes you wake up with only fragments, just images or feelings, but your spirit remembers. The heaviness you feel afterward isn't random. It's the residue from the realm where you stood in divine authority. You felt warfare in your sleep because the war is real. This is why your sleep has been under attack. This is why you sometimes wake up feeling heavy or even afraid to fall asleep at all. Darkness knows what you can do when your spirit is free. The enemy tries to stop your rest because that is when you are being activated. But here is the good news. You have never fought alone. The same God who called you protects you. He sends angels to help. He gives you weapons that people did not make, weapons of prayers, truth, and fire. When you pray in the Spirit, even in your dreams, you fight a spiritual battle. When you say the name of Jesus in your sleep, chains break. When you shine light in those places, you break strongholds, not just for yourself, but for many generations. Don't ignore what you have seen. Don't dismiss what you have felt. You are not losing your mind. You are not dreaming by chance. You are being trained. You have been targeted because your spirit is powerful against darkness. Your dreams are intense because your mission is from God. You are chosen to fight in places others do not even know exist. What you do there changes what happens here. Chosen one, your dreams are battlegrounds of glory. Every fight you've had while sleeping is preparing you for what's coming when you're awake. So don't be afraid of the fire you were born in it. Don't fear the darkness you were made to shine in it. These aren't just dreams. This is your training ground. This is your spiritual battlefield. And you are already winning. Chapter 4. The sealing has already begun. Chosen one, this part of your journey is not random. It is biblical, it is prophetic, and it is happening now. In Revelation chapter 7, there is a powerful moment where the winds of judgment are stopped. Why? Because the angels are told not to harm the earth until God's servants are sealed on their foreheads. This is not just a symbol for everyone. For those with spiritual eyes, it is a real plan from God, a spiritual process that has already started. This seal is not something you can see with your eyes. It is supernatural. And often the first signs of it show up in your dreams. Many chosen ones around the world are having very similar dreams. In these dreams, an angel appears and places light, oil, or a mark on their forehead. Some dream of standing in a large crowd, and suddenly, without any explanation, they are called forward, handpicked, and set apart. Some are given scrolls. Others receive armor, oil, or garments made of light. These are not just spiritual experiences, they are activations. God is identifying His people not only by their belief, but by their readiness. The seal is a spiritual mark. It shows who has been refined by fire, awakened by truth, and prepared for divine service in one of the most important times in history. If this has happened to you, do not take it lightly. You are not having prophetic dreams by accident. You are not experiencing spiritual things just for your personal growth. It's bigger than that. You are being sealed for a purpose set apart, protected, empowered, and called. The seal doesn't just mark you, it also covers you. It is a shield, a sign, and a spiritual code that shows you belong to heaven. It means that when chaos comes, when systems collapse, and when truth is under attack, you will stand strong. You have already been claimed by the Most High. You're not just watching the end times happen, you are part of the story. This sealing isn't about status, it's about surrender. It's not for people chasing attention or fame. It's for those who've quietly said yes to God, for those who've been shaped in silence, had their hearts broken, and then healed by God. It's for people who live with compassion, truth, and obedience, even when no one sees. They serve not to be noticed, but because they reflect the one who sent them. You've wondered why your journey has been so hard, why you felt different, why your path has been narrow, and why others could blend in but you couldn't. Your dreams are intense because your mission is from God. You were chosen to fight in places others do not even know exist. What you do there changes what happens here. Chosen one, your dreams are battlegrounds of glory. Glory. Every fight you've had while sleeping is preparing you for what's coming when you're awake. So don't be afraid of the fire, you were born in it. Don't fear the darkness, you were made to shine in it. These aren't just dreams. This is your training ground. This is your spiritual battlefield. And you are already winning. Chosen one, being sealed doesn't make you better than others, it makes you responsible. You carry light in a time of darkness. You speak truth in a world full of confusion. You've been trusted with something that lasts forever. If you've had dreams of being chosen, set apart, or marked by God, those weren't just dreams. They were confirmation of your calling. Chapter 5. Why you feel different even when awake. Let's be honest. You've never truly fit in. No matter how hard you tried, something deep inside you always knew you were set apart. This feeling didn't begin with your dreams. It's been with you your whole life. Even as a child, you felt different. Maybe you couldn't explain it, but you knew it was there. You were more sensitive to people's energy, more aware of what was right and wrong, and more bothered by things others didn't mind. You have felt deeper, seen clearer, and questioned sooner, not by accident, but by design. While the world chases trends, you have been drawn to truth. While others run from pain, you have faced it head-on, in silence, in struggle, and in the shadows of the valley. This path was not meant to break you, but to build you. You were never called to the ordinary. You are being shaped for the divine. Heaven has marked you not to blend in, but to stand out. Not for status, but for service. You carry a sound, a frequency, a light that this world does not fully understand, but it needs it now more than ever. You were set apart, not for pride, but for purpose. Not for fame, but for assignment. The hand of God is upon you, and you were born for such a time as this. The 144,000 are not only chosen in dreams, they are known by how they live each day. Their steps are different. Their faith is stronger. Their battles are harder. This is why your life has felt heavy at times. It was never punishment from God. It was His preparation. You have carried burdens that would have crushed others. You have faced betrayals, heartbreak, and spiritual warfare that should have stopped you. But you survived. Here is the truth. The very things that made you feel broken were signs of your calling. You were not rejected, you were being redirected. That friendship that ended, it was protection. That door that closed, it was alignment. That lonely season, it was refinement. When God sets someone apart, He does more than change their path. He changes their identity. That is why you could never copy others and feel right. That is why you could not compromise and stay comfortable. That is why your soul ached while others were content with just surface living. You are chosen, transformed, and set apart for a greater purpose. Your life is a divine assignment. You were not called to shallow waters, but to the deep. The distance you feel from this world is not weakness, it is spiritual wisdom. Your spirit knows this world is not your true home. That's why you long for peace in the storms, truth in the confusion, and purpose beyond performance. The sensitivity you were told was too much, it is your spiritual radar. The loneliness you faced, it made space for God's revelation. You are being prepared for greater things. Your heart is tuned to hear what others cannot. This is your divine calling. That pain that almost broke you, it has birthed your purpose. The world may not understand this divine wiring, but heaven does. Heaven designed it, and God is using it for His glory. When you begin to feel the weight of your calling, know this: your time is near. You have been trained in silence and refined by fire. Now heaven is awakening the remembrance within you, the deep knowing that you came to this earth with a mission. You are not just a body with a soul. You are a soul on assignment. Rise up, chosen one. Your purpose cannot be stopped. Your mission will be fulfilled. The hand of God is upon you, and your destiny is unstoppable. Chapter 6. What to do when the dreams intensify. Chosen one. When your dreams become more frequent, more vivid, and more emotional, do not ignore them. This is not just your mind at rest. This is heaven speaking louder. There comes a time when dreams shift from rare moments to regular messages. You'll wake up with visions still clear in your spirit. Sometimes you'll feel like you didn't even sleep. You may wake up in tears, in awe, or with a strong message burning in your heart. This is not a coincidence. It is activation. When this happens, respond with purpose. Pay attention, write it down, pray on it, ask God for understanding. These are not just dreams. They are divine instructions. Heaven is calling. It's time to listen and move with intention. Begin to write down every dream as soon as you wake up, even if it doesn't make sense at first. Record every detail: colors, numbers, words spoken, people you saw, and the emotions you felt. What seems random now may become revelation later. What you write today could unlock truth tomorrow. Then, take it to prayer. Ask God, what are you showing me? Invite the Holy Spirit to reveal what your natural mind cannot see. Ask not just for insight, but for wisdom, the ability to understand and apply what He's showing you. If you feel led, fast. Some revelations only come when the flesh is quiet and the spirit is sharp. Fasting clears the noise. It strengthens your discernment and helps you tell the difference between what's from God and what's a distraction. Know this: God speaks in layers. What He shows you often unfolds over time. Stay watchful, stay prayerful, and stay ready. Dreams may seem symbolic, but every detail matters. Numbers like 7, 12, or 144 are not by chance. They carry prophetic meaning. People in your dreams may represent assignments, battles, or keys to your destiny. Places like mountains, water, deserts, or ruins can connect to your spiritual heritage or calling. Heaven speaks in code, but to the chosen, the meaning is revealed. Some dreams bring direction, others bring warning. Many confirm what God has already spoken to your heart. Pay attention, your dreams are speaking. Chapter 7, The Awakening. The awakening is now, and you are part of it. You are chosen. This isn't just about dreams, it's about destiny. Prophecy is being fulfilled, and your soul is remembering who you truly are. You didn't find this message by accident. God called you at the right time. The same God who created you is now stirring you to walk in your eternal purpose. If your dreams are growing stronger, if your spirit is restless, if you feel a deep pull for more, know this: the time is now. You are part of the prophesied generation. The 144,000 are not coming, they are rising now. You are not waiting to be chosen. Heaven has already marked you. You are awakening to who you truly are. Every trial, betrayal, and season of isolation was part of your divine activation. It was never punishment, it was preparation. Your tears were intercession. Your silence was transformation. Your pain was the fire that forged your purpose. You have been refined for such a time as this. While others chased platforms, you were hidden for purity. While they sought applause, you were shaped for purpose. Now, heaven is calling you to remember who you are. You are not a victim, you are a vessel. You were sent on assignment to carry light, release healing, and break chains, simply by being who God created you to be. Your dreams are increasing because your assignment is near. You are being equipped with spiritual power, the gift to discern in silence, the strength to stand alone, the boldness to speak truth amid lies, and the courage to love in a world of hate. You are not called to merely survive. You are prepared to lead. The 144,000 are spiritual warriors, sealed and sent across the earth. They are awakening, one by one through dreams and revelation. When you meet another carrying this fire, you will know you are not here to blend in. You are here to stand out. You are chosen to be the voice of heaven. The darkness fears your awakening. That's why the attacks increased. That's why confusion tried to cloud you. That's why loneliness tried to silence you. But nothing worked. Because what God sealed, no man and no demon can unseal. So let this be your confirmation. You are not weak. You've been made strong through fire. You are not forgotten. You are inscribed on the hands of the Most High. You are not confused. You are being clarified. You are not lost. You are being led. The 144,000 are rising now. You are already chosen. Awake to this truth. Every trial, betrayal, and season of loneliness has prepared you. It was not punishment but divine training. Your tears have been prayers. Your silence has been strength. This is the end. Take a moment to like, share, and subscribe if you find it interesting.